Hi friends, in the last session we have discussed that instance variable, right? We have started that instance variable. So what is instance variable? If the value of a variable is varied from object to object, okay, if the value of a variable is varied from object to object, then such type of objects are called instance variable, right? For every object, a separate copy of instance variable will be created. Okay, for every object, a separate copy, okay, separate copy of instance will be created. And we observe that where we can declare instance variable, okay, by using these three we can create instance variables. Okay, by using these three we can create instance variable. One is inside constructor, inside instance method, and outside of class by using object reference variable. So with respect to these three we observe with respect to program, right? And next we observe that how to access instance variables also. Okay, we observe that how to access instance variable. We can access instance variable within the class by using self variable. Okay, here within the class, okay, within the class we can access by using self variable, and outside of the class by using object reference. Okay, outside of the class by using object reference. Okay, this is what we observed as part of in the last session. And today we have to discuss about how to delete instance variable from the object. Okay, how to delete, okay, how to delete the instance variable from the object. How to delete instance variable from the object. We can, within the class we can delete instance variable as follows. Okay, within the class, we can delete instance. Okay, within the class we can delete instance variable as below. Okay, as below. So del of self dot variable name, self dot variable name. Right? And from outside of the class, okay, from outside of the class we can delete, from outside of the class we can delete, instance variable as follows, as follows. Del object reference, dot variable name. Okay, del object reference dot variable name. Okay, clear, right? So how to delete instance variable from the object means within the class we can delete instance variable as below. Del self dot variable name. From outside of the class we can delete instance variable by using object reference dot variable name. Okay, now observe here with respect to programmatic how we can do. Observe here, observe here, here here inside constructor I'm giving two instance variable. Okay, inside method I'm declaring one instance variable. Okay, now observe here first, when object is created two instance variable, but here what I'm doing, del, okay, let me write one more instance variable. Del, sorry, self dot age is equal to 29. Self dot age is equal to 29. Self dot salary, okay, self dot salary is equal to some 10,000. Okay, some 10,000. first here observe what I'm doing means del of self dot age I'm deleting. Okay, del self dot age. First, when I'm creating the object, I want to see how many are there. Okay, how many are there? E dot underscore underscore E dot underscore underscore dict underscore underscore. Okay, E dot underscore underscore dict underscore underscore. So after creating the object, okay, after creating the object and calling the method, so after calling the method, what I'm doing, I'm deleting one instance variable. Okay, I'm deleting one instance variable. So now observe how many are there. So in this case, how many variables are there? After calling the m1 method, how many variables are there? Observe. So first here, name, employee number, age, salary. So after calling the m1 method, I'm deleting the age instance variable. I'm deleting. So in the second case, it is we are not observing, right? So this is nothing but what deleting instance variable. Okay, deleting instance variable. So first point. Now observe the second point. Okay, now observe the second point. So last point, what I'm doing means del of salary. Okay, del of e dot salary. Del of e dot salary. Now again after deleting salary, okay, after deleting salary, what is the values? Okay, what is the values? If you observe here, first total. So after calling the m1 method from class, I'm deleting instance variable. From outside of the class, I'm deleting salary, right? So this is nothing but what deleting instance variable from the by using what, deleting instance variable by using class and outside of the class. Okay, class inside the class and outside of the class by using self and object reference. Clear? So this is nothing but what instance variable. This is nothing but what instance variable. So we discussed that accessing instance variable and deleting instance variable from the object. Okay. So now next we have to discuss about the static variables. Okay. Second point is static variables. Static variables. Static variables. Static variables. Static variables. Static variables means if the value of a variable is not varied from object to object. So instance variable is varied from object to object. Okay. If the value of a variable is not varied from object to object, then such type of objects, such type of variables are to declare with the in the class directly, but outside of the method. Okay. So the same definition, just I will modify some. Observe here. If the value of a variable is not varied from object to object, okay, object to object, such a type of variables, okay, such type of variables we have to declare. Okay, we have to declare within the class. Okay, within the class and outside of method. Within the class and outside of method. Okay, within the class and outside of method. Such type of variables. Okay, such type of variables are called static variables. Okay, such type of variables are called static variables. Such type of variables are called static variables. Okay. Next, for total class, only one copy of static variables will be created and shared by all other objects. Okay, observe here, for total, okay, for class total class, only one copy of only one copy of static variables static variable will be created. For total class, only one copy of static variables will be created and shared by all other objects. Shared by all other objects. Okay. Now observe here. We can access static variables. Okay, we can access static variables. Okay, we can access static variables either by using class name or object reference. Okay, but recommended to use a class name only. Okay, but recommended to use a class name only. Recommended to use a class name only. We can access static variables either by using class name or object reference, but recommended to use the class name, right? Now observe here. Okay, now observe here, various places to declare static variables. Okay, various places. Okay, various places to declare static variables. Okay, various places to declare static variables. Inside constructor by using class name. Okay, inside constructor by using class name. Inside instance method by using class name. Okay, inside instance method. Okay, inside instance method by using class name. By using class name. Inside class method either by using class name or CLS variable. Okay, inside class method. Okay, inside class method by using either class name or CLS variable. Okay, CLS variable. Inside class method by using either class name or CLS variable. Okay, CLS variable. Next, inside static method by using class name. Okay, inside static method. By using class name. Inside static method by using what? Class name. And we can declare. Okay, we can declare within the class. Okay, within the class directly. Okay, within the class directly, but from outside of the class, outside of any method. We can declare within the class directly, but from outside of any method. Okay, from outside of any method. Okay, now observe the points carefully. Okay, now observe the points carefully. Inside constructor by using class name. Inside constructor by using class name. Inside instance method by using class name. Okay, by using class name. Inside class method by using either class name or CLS variable. Either by using class name or CLS variable. Inside static method by using class name. Okay, with respect to this, now I'll write one small program so that you will get much clarity. Okay, based on this theory, now I'm going to write a program, then you will get much clarity. Declaring static variables inside class, outside of method. Okay, inside class, outside of method. So observe carefully. I'm taking class test. Okay, I'm taking one class test. I'm taking class test. I'm taking one class test. So where we can declare static variables means what I said. We can, okay. So within the class, we can declare within the class, but directly from outside of any method. Okay, within the class. Okay, now I'm going inside the class. A is equal to 10. So 100% pakka it is a static variable. Okay, because it is inside the class but outside of method. Now I'm going to write a method. Okay, I'm taking first this is constructor. Okay, this is what constructor. Okay, def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self. So based on this theory only I'm writing the program. So first what he is saying, inside constructor by using class name. Okay, so test dot p, test dot b is equal to what I'm taking 20. Test dot b is equal to 20. Next def m1 method I'm taking. So please confirm what is this called. This is what method. Okay, make sure it is a instance method. Okay, make sure it is a instance method. Why it is instance method? Because first method, if it is taking an argument, okay, if it is taking an argument, then we can say it is an instance method. Okay, we can say it is an instance method, don't get confused. We can say it is the instance method. Here what I'm doing, test dot c is equal to 20, sorry 30 I'm taking. Test dot c is equal to 30 I'm taking. Here second point is also over. Inside instance method by using class name. Inside class method by using either class name or cls variable. Okay, what I'm taking means so just remember this is a decorator, class method decorator. So we can say this is a class method decorator. I will explain in future. There are three types of method. Just as of now, just remember this is a decorator. Okay, def, okay, def m2, okay, def m2 cls. Okay, so for constructor, first parameter will take self, instance method also will take self. In the same way, for class method also, for one parameter it will take, it is the cls. Instead of cls, can I take any other means? You can take any other. It should be a valid keyword argument. Okay, valid keyword argument, right? Just like instance method and constructor, for class method also first parameter should be a implicit. Okay, implicit. Instead of cls, if I can I take anything means you can, that's your wish, but first parameter should be cls or any other variable. If you are declaring, if you are taking class method decorator, here what I am taking, cls dot d is equal to 40 I'm taking. And the next what I am taking, test dot d2 is equal to, d2 is equal to 50. Clear? Next, last static method. Okay, static method, def m3. Okay, def m3. Okay, here what I'm saying, inside static method by using class name. Okay, static method can't take any parameters. Okay, don't confuse about instance method, class method and static method. I will explain with the difference in future. Just I'm concentrating on static variables. Okay, now I'm concentrating on static variables. Okay, now listen carefully. Here inside M3 method, I'm taking test data. Okay, test.e test.e is equal to 60. Test.e is equal to 60. Test.e is equal to 60. Clear? Now observe here every time. Okay, now every time first let me test dot underscore dict underscore. Next t is equal to test. Okay, t is equal to test. T is equal to test. So now it is going to display all. Okay, after creating the object. Okay, after creating the object, what is the result? Okay, after creating the object, what is the result? What is the result? Clear? Next t dot m1. Okay, now you have to feel the difference. First, how many static variables are there? After creating the object, how many are there? Okay, after calling the m1 method, how many static variables are there? Okay, observe. Okay, so if you observe here, in this values are available. Okay, in this values are available. So I'm taking only test dot underscore dict means a is equal to 10. Okay, only one variable is available. Okay, only one variable is available, nothing remaining are available. If you observe, nothing are available. Don't consider m1 m2 m3. Okay, just they are connected with the static. Okay, they are connected with the static but not available. Okay, now observe here, when I'm removing, after creating the object, I'm printing the test dot underscore dict and I'm calling t dot m1 method. Okay, t dot m1 method. Here a is equal to 10. Okay, next here, if you observe here in the second case, okay, in the second case, a equal to 10 and b equal to 20. Okay, if you observe here, a equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Getting my point, right? So in the same way, if I repeat the same two for remaining M2 and M3, okay, remaining M2 and M3, now you will feel the difference. All static variables are by default available to the object. Okay, by default available to the object. Clear? Let me comment for all. Okay, only last one I will open. So you will observe all a b c d to e variables are connected with the static, and you will feel that difference in this last one. Okay, if you observe, first a equal to 10. So here b c d2 and e. Okay, so this is nothing but what? The static variable. Okay, so by using this theory, we can say that if the value of a variable is not varied from object to object. Okay, if the value of variable is not varied from object to object. Okay, if you observe one more point, I have created only one object. With that object only I'm calling the method. So now all are all are connected to the same. Okay, all are connected to the same. So we can say that then such type of variables we have to declare within the class outside of method. Such type of variables are called static variables. Okay, such type of variables are called static variables. For total class, only one copy of static variable will be created and shared by all other objects. Okay, so once it is created, so it will be shared by all other objects. Okay, one total class, only one copy of static variables will be created and shared by all other objects. Okay, so this is nothing but what? A static variable declaration and various places to declare a static variable. Clear, right? Any questions? So if you are having any questions or queries, please post your query in the comment section or reach out to my email ID in the given description. Okay, thank you friends. So in the next session, I'm going to explain about I'm going to explain about how to access static variables. Okay, how to access static variables and where we can modify the value of static variable. Okay, in the next session, I'm going to explain about where we can where we can modify static variable and how to access static variable and how to delete static variables of a class. Okay, how to delete the static variables of a class, right? Thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you are watching my channel for the first time. Okay, for more technical videos on this so please subscribe to my channel. Java, Python, Linux, so on so etc. And if you are having any questions or queries, please post your query in the comment section or reach out to my email ID. Okay, thank you friends, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you are watching my channel for the first time. Thank you.